Hello everyone, I'm Marvin. Uh, Today we are going to focus on Sauti 116. Sauti 116 is a platform that is here to support children and families across Uganda. Sauti 116 is a space or a platform that is safe, confidential, and you can reach out for help, guidance, and support. I'm glad and happy that today I'm chatting with Madam Allen, who is a caseworker and sometimes a counselor and a supervisor in Sauti 116. She's going to share more about Sauti 116 and then we're going to learn. Madam Allen, you are welcome today.
Thank you, Marvin. I'm called Allen Tushabomwe Batwale. I'm a caseworker at the helpline. Thank you.
Okay, let's dive in right now. I know people there outside, they don't know what Sauti is. A few cases we have been in the field, when tell someone I work at Sauti, they don't understand it. They will ask you, is it the music group that we know, Sauti Soul? Is it the media? There's another thing called Sauti Plus. They don't know what it is. So if for us who don't know, or for the people that are outside there and they ask this common question, what is Sauti?
Thank you so much for that opportunity.
Yes.
Sauti is commonly actually known as the Uganda Child Helpline, which is a project under Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, Department of Youth and Children.
Yeah.
So Sauti actually is a brand name.
Yes.
It is easier to cram. We had begun it was for children in the beginning. That is why we have a short code.
Yes.
So Sauti is a brand name that means voice. So we are the voice of the voiceless. The good news is that currently Sauti handles all categories of people. We handle the elderly, we handle the men out there, we handle the women out there, we handle children, people with disabilities, the youth. So we are inclusive, and that we are no longer known as the child helpline, but we are known as the helpline.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, okay, that's good. So people out there, Sauti means the voice, the voiceless, to the voiceless. Sauti in Kiswahili is it kelele? But
Kelele.
it's a Kiswahili word Sauti,
Yes.
which means voice.
Voice and maybe being loud.
Yes.
And maybe I could add more. We are loud, we are the voice of the voiceless, and we operate on a short code 116. You do not need airtime. It is toll free. We operate 24/7, and we are accessible across the country.
Yes.
We have our counselors here speak various languages, over 26 languages, and we are divided into sections.
Yes.
Two sections. That is the uniqueness of the helpline in Uganda. We have the casework section, we have the call center section. We well know that some cases cannot be controlled, they don't call. And then Sauti put up a casework section where cases are handled to their logical conclusion.
Yes.
For now, that is it. So we are the voice of the voiceless.
Yes. So
Thank you.
In layman's language is the gambanog of a person who doesn't have a voice. Yes. So
Vulnerable people have no voice.
Yes.
They fear to talk, but we are there.
yeah.
We are there to speak up.
Okay. So someone is wondering, or they're asking themselves, what kind of services do you provide as Sauti 116 helpline?
Thank you so much.
Yes.
At the helpline, we said we operate 24/7. That is day, night, Christmas, Eid, any public holiday. We know abuse happens at any time, anywhere. So at times, they call us. Those are the services we offer. We do telephone counseling.
Yes.
So when we get a call, we listen in and we handle them appropriately. Then some people can as well come in, which we categorize as walk-ins.
Yes.
Yes, people who are within the reach move in here, and our counselors are ready to handle them appropriately. We also have a media desk.
Wow.
We handle the mainstream media. We have dashboards we are manning. For example, one supported by UNICEF, which is YouReport. It is an SMS platform where clients reach out to us and our team is ready to handle. Then we also have a chatbot. These days there's a problem of mental health.
Yes.
stress and anxiety. So we have a chat bot, it is called Buddy, and people are reaching out. It is also being manned by the media desk. Then we also have SafePal. It is also an app that is handling sexual, gender-based violence cases, supported by UNFPA. So we have all those platforms.
Yes.
We listen in, we support. So also we have a lot of services.
Yeah.
And we also do telephone counseling, basically. We do telephone counseling when you call. When you come in, we've said you can be reached on a call.
Yeah.
Then we also do not stop at that. We do a lot of referrals.
Yes.
Sauti is not a one-stop center. So we do a lot of referrals. Our clients come in with multiple needs. Some need legal aid. So we always have to network them to the pro bono services. Some come with medical, we have to refer them to the health centers. Some need shelter, name it, a lot. Some need basic needs support.
Yeah.
So it depends on the need of the client. That is our work. We do appropriate referrals and actually make follow-up. Then we also do a lot of documentation. Our cases sometimes reach the courts of law, and we have to provide the documents. As caseworkers here, as counselors, we pick first-hand information, which I know police also relies on to apprehend perpetrators out there.
Yeah.
Then we also follow up cases, emergency cases. We are not seated here in our offices. Apart from getting that call, the walk-ins that clients come in, we also move out for rescue.
Yes.
We provide shelter. We are not a one-stop center, but we shall get homeless children, homeless women, homeless men, and they need a safe space. That is our work for appropriate referral to make sure they get a safe space. We work with the NGO world, the CBOs, to make sure that they are safe. We also do case clinics. Case clinics, as Sauti, have expanding our services across the country. We identify hotspot areas.
Yes.
Where we bring all partners on board and we bring services closer to the people. And we make sure that we handle their cases. All parties, stakeholders, police, medical, child and family specifically will also join us, OCCID, the health department, such that we handle cases on spot. We also do that a lot. Then, of course, I will not forget to say that we handle a lot of cases, including OXEA, online child sexual abuse and exploitation. Our children are being lured online, and they are by these people out that have malicious intentions.
Yes,
so we make sure, we handle those cases. We also handle, apart from gender-based violence and violence against children, we also handle PSEA. Prevention of sexual exploitation and abuse. We well know that there are those humanitarian agencies, including government, partners, UN agencies, that their service providers at times tend to work against the beneficiaries. So that is also our work. When we receive such cases, we also work on them. Then, of course, mental health and psychosocial support. That is also our field. So we do a lot. And maybe as we work, you're saying the services we offer. I don't want to forget to explain we have district action centers. District action centers, that means we are spread across the country. What is a district action center? It is an entity at the district level in the probation's office that responds to that makes sure that coordinates integrated response of cases reported through the helpline, through other partners, through media. So there is someone called a probation officer in each district, in the community-based service department that we work with. So every case that comes in, be it in Karamoja, be it in Guru, be in Bukedia, wherever, we make sure when this case comes in from the call center, it is at the casework section, we work with all those people aboard. We make sure everyone, such that this client gets all the services they need. For now, we do a lot. Maybe I want to emphasize that when I say that we work with district action centers across the country, so far we have over 126 action centers. District action centers are not a call center. They are different from our service here. They do not pick calls, that 24-hour service. And they are not independent of the district local government. And they are not an extra load because we are just supporting. So district action centers are all about system strengthening. It is very important for us. We cannot work alone, so we are working with all probation officers across the board. Probation officers, then we go down to the CDOs, to the VHTs. We use the systems on ground.
Yes.
For now, thank you.
That's good. So for a person who's out there and wondering, you're talking about gender-based violence, I would like if you could give me like 3 or 2 examples on every category: gender-based violence, violence against children, mental health. If I call, which kind of case should I be having? Someone might be there with headache, and then they will call you. It's also among some mental health issues, but
Yes.
and some few examples as we continue.
We are, of course, are you trying to inform me, to ask me maybe to highlight what categories of cases we receive there?
Yeah.
Of course, we have, there are different categories.
Yeah.
Basically, we have our cases as abuse,
Yeah.
we have counseling cases, and information and inquiry.
Yeah.
But the most common cases these days, we have neglect cases, maintenance, we have defilement cases, we have emotional abuse.
Yes.
Yes, and all those. You're talking of headache. Yes, but what is the cause of headache? It could be a mental health issue. And we have just found out that at the end of the day, this gender-based violence, violence against children, mental health, they are interrelated.
Yes.
They can hardly separate. For example, violence against children, what sparks it? When the parents are not in good terms, they violate our children. And maybe when this mother is beaten, these days men are calling us. That you know, they are being beaten, they have nowhere to report, they are fearing to call the helpline.
Yeah.
But we are encouraging them, they are picking up, calling us. That is why there are these sayings, the myth that men do not cry, but we are telling them it is okay, you can call on us and we support you. And keeping quiet, that is why we have many mental health issues.
Yeah.
The men are running mad, they are killing themselves. You know, it's out of GBV. Maybe this woman is giving this gentleman hard time. Maybe these days we get women who are beating their men. And the man will be like, where do I report? When I run here, they will laugh at me. What kind of man are you? And he will keep quiet.
Yes.
What results? You'll see the person naked on the streets.
Yes.
Their mental health is disturbed. So it is, we get a lot of cases, neglect, maintenance, physical violence.
Okay. Hope who is watching, you've understood and learned something.
Yeah.
So, Madam Allen, based on what you've said, I'm curious to know, do you work alone? Living out your work?
Thank you so much. The helpline, Sauti, is not a standalone service.
Yes.
We cannot do it alone. We have partners, we have community-based service departments. Yeah, that's why I began with the probation's office,
Yes.
the district action centers. We work with police, Department of CID and Child and Family. We work with the UPDF because we get their cases as well. We work with Uganda prisons.
Yes.
We work with CDOs at the parish levels. We work with the LC. We work with courts of law,
Yeah.
CSO. So we do not do it alone. We work with many people to make sure that our clients get the appropriate services.
Yes.
Because look here, these clients come in with different services and we are not a one-stop center. So we have to team up
Yeah.
and make sure the client gets what they want.
Yeah. So that the work is also effective at the end of it. Yes. So, Madam Allen, as we're about to conclude, what final message would you have for our audience today from Sauti 116 Helpline?
Thank you so much, Marvin. Of course, I'm calling upon everyone to use our number, to call 116. But then I will also emphasize that from our experience, effective referral, our effective referral is key in building trust in the helpline.
Yes.
People will report when we work as a team that the client comes here and goes out smiling. And then partnerships. Partnerships is a must to work with other organizations. Such that the client gets the right services for efficiency, for effectiveness. Seriously, we cannot do it alone. So for those services, we emphasize partnerships. And to us at the helpline, you know, we always get our way. We never look for a way out. That is why we have to be with other people. We are working in partnerships with all those that are really handy.
Yeah. So to our audience, Thank you so much. That has been Madam Allen, who is a supervisor and a counselor at Sauti 116. For more information about Sauti 116, please dial 116. It's a toll-free number. It's on 24/7. Call us and reach out to us. We are also on social media. We are on X, formerly known as Twitter, as Sauti 116 Helpline Uganda. We are on TikTok, Sauti 116 Helpline Uganda. YouTube, subscribe to our videos and really enjoy our content. We have our slogan.
Every call counts.
Yes.
Every call matters. We do not take it for granted. Please keep dialing our number and reaching out to us through those various platforms. Thank you.
Thank you so much. See you in the next video.
This message is brought to you by Sauti 116 Helpline under the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development.